Okay. I think I'm live. Let me do my pop-out chat. Okay, good morning, everyone. Hey, Jean, good morning. How are you? Hey, Alex. I'm using this Go Light stream again, so I hope it does okay. Hey, Light Feather, good morning. Jermaine, good morning. Jean's doing well. Hey, Shug, good morning. Good morning, Cheryl. Hope everyone's doing good. I'm tired. I had a long day yesterday. I did a lot of work. So I'm tired. I didn't sleep well last night. My leg was hurting. Morning, Morgan. Is it Ari? Good morning. Cool name, by the way. Good morning, Debbie. You know, you're the only one that says my name right. That's so wonderful. I think you told me how to say it a long time ago. You've been on my channel forever. A lot of you guys have. There's quite a few people that's been on my channel since like I started live streaming. Hey, the Queen C. How are you? Wasn't it your dad's birthday the other day? Did he have a good birthday? I'm thinking that was you. Mine is Ari. Is it Ari? Ari? Oh my goodness. Just know I'll probably never pronounce it right. I'm sorry. I am so bad with pronunciations. Cindy, good morning from Tennessee. She says, good morning from Virginia. Mel Mel patting kid to sleep since 2009. Mel Mel. Every time you come into the chat, you say that. Patting Joshy to sleep. So I uploaded a video to my other channel, The Funny Farm, and I videoed every time I went over there yesterday. I had to edit a lot of it out, though, because it would have been a super long video. Crap, I had to verify my account by text and everything this morning just to upload a video that was, longer. It was like 17 minutes. So, anyways, I was looking to see what was happening in the news this morning, as always, in the crime section. And I see that Lori Vallow is demanding, well, her attorneys are demanding the autopsy results for Charles Vallow and Tammy Daybell. They may not want those results because it may incriminate their client. This woman is delusional, Lori Vallow. She needs professional help. Charles Vallow tried to get her professional help. When she went all into this religious, cultish crap. And she didn't want to go to the psychiatrist because then they would have found out that she was a celestial being. That's what the divorce document said. That's what Charles Vallow alleged. They would find out she was a celestial being. The chosen one. I mean, it's so crazy sometimes. I have to laugh at the things I read about this woman, but it's not funny because there's 2 missing kids that Lori thought were soulless beings, possessed by demons, zombies. And I think her description of a zombie is like someone without a soul walking the earth. And then I find out Alex Cox was deeply into religion as well. So he was probably mentally disturbed as well. And she got him. Somehow this woman has talked her brother into killing Charles Vallow, maybe having something to do with Tammy Daybell's death and the kid's disappearance. Hey, Lisa, good morning. I'm listening, but I'm finishing up dishes real quick. Oh, God, Jane, I got dishes too. I got a lot of stuff to do, as usual. It rained last night, so my hubby didn't go to work this morning. And he's just so messy around the house. It's so annoying, guys, because I got OCD. And like, I freak out if my floors get dirty. I'm not going to lie. And I have 4 dogs, so you can imagine how it is here. I'm always sweeping, mopping constantly. But, anyways, here's what I think. I think when they took that trip to Yellowstone Park, Lori Vallow with Tylee, JJ, and Lori's brother, Alex Cox, nobody saw Tylee after that. I think somehow Lori and JJ maybe went off their separate way while Alex did something to Tylee. And then JJ was seen after that trip at school later on in the month, I believe. And then he disappeared. So there's something very fishy here. Who wants pancakes? I would love some pancakes. Hey, Leanne, I'm listening and changing vacuum belt on my vacuum with YouTube tutorial. Wish me luck. I watch a lot of YouTube tutorials. But anyhow, that's what's going on with Lori Vallow. Her attorneys are wanting the autopsy results. Probably the toxicology test is what's holding up the autopsy. I think it takes the longest. What's her defense attorney's name? Mark Means? Oh, I noticed Jay for Justice has a live stream scheduled, and she must be interviewing someone that was friends with Chad Daybell, met Chad Daybell. I didn't click on it, so I couldn't see the full title. I just clicked the reminder. I think it's for tomorrow, though, like at 3 p.m. So I'm going to try to watch that. So her attorneys also want 2 years worth of emails from Lori's computer, social media posting, dating, romantic websites information, along with financial records. I'm just scrolling here to see what else it says. Oh, no, my bad. Her lawyers don't want that. The investigators are combing through 2 years worth of emails from Lori's computer, social media postings, dating, and romantic website information. Was she on a dating website? I don't know who would want to date her. She looks completely different in her driver's license picture from a few years ago compared to right now. Now she's got like this downward frown, just like Chad Daybell. You know something fishy's up. He was married to Tammy Daybell for years and years. They got shared children together, grown children. Tammy dies, and 2 weeks later, he's marrying Lori Vallow. And get this, allegedly, Lori Vallow was on Amazon ordering her wedding rings before Tammy Daybell was even dead, 2 weeks before. Hey, Mary. Faithful one. So they had this is premeditated, that's my opinion. Crap, I X'd out my stuff I was reading. Oh, yeah, they found Bobby Kennedy's great grandson's body yesterday. It wasn't too far from where May Kennedy's body was found. I think he was in 25 foot of water as well. So they did find his little body. His name is Gideon. It's so sad. Like, the Kennedys are cursed, y'all. Look at all of them that's been killed, accidents, assassinated. I mean, that family is cursed. Didn't the Kennedys have a sister, and she had some type of mental illness, and they done a lobotomy? I think that's how you pronounce it. A lobotomy on that woman. Yes. Now, like, I guess this was probably back in the 50s or 60s sometime. But, yeah, they done a lobotomy. Oh, Suge's talking about Lori Vallow's appearance. Yeah, it changes their looks when evil enters. I agree with that. The Queen say, I'm running away now, y'all. I like to run away sometimes. How old was Gideon, Jean? I think Gideon was only like 8 or 9 years old. Let me click on this. Okay, the crews found the body of former Maryland Lieutenant Governor Kathleen Kennedy Townsend's 8-year-old grandson on Wednesday, nearly a week after he and his mother disappeared during a canoe outing to retrieve a ball from the Chesapeake Bay. Police found Maeve Kennedy Townsend McKean's body late Monday afternoon. Gideon McKean's body was found in about 25 feet of water, about 2,000 feet from where his mother was found, also in about 25 feet of water. McKean, the 40-year-old granddaughter of Robert F. Kennedy, and her son were at her mother's home on Thursday when a ball was kicked into the bay. She and Gideon hopped in a canoe to retrieve it. But it appeared to retrieve it. They wrote this article. They've missed the sentence up. It says, but it appears to have been unstable. The canoe was unstable to handle the strong currents. I mean, they need some writing skills. Jesus. A witness called police Thursday evening and reported seeing boaters in distress. On Friday, searchers found their overturned canoe, and the Townsend posted on Facebook that they were presumed dead. Maeve's husband, David McKean, also posted on Facebook. What a freak accident. So they just went out into the water to get a ball, and like the current was strong and the wind, and it overturned their canoe and they drowned. That would be a horrible way to die. That's one of my biggest fears, is to drown, and I can swim. It's a horrible way to die. That's why I hate Susan Smith so bad. You know, it took 18 minutes for her car to sink that day that she drowned her kids in the car. 18 minutes. They done a reenactment with the same color car, same kind of car. Weighed the same, everything. Exact same car, almost. And it took 18 minutes for that car to sink. She watched her kids drown. I can't stand her. I have hatred in my heart for Susan Smith. I cannot help it. I know you're not supposed to have hatred in your heart, but I do for that woman. I cannot stand that woman. They reenacted Susan Smith's crime, Jean, when she drowned her kids. Yeah, poor Alex and Michael. Yeah, and when the divers found the car underwater, one of the kids' hands was pressed up against the window. And you know, she's going to be up for parole in about 4 years. After she served 30 years, she's eligible for parole. But she's not going to get paroled. She shows no remorse. It's all about Susan. I hope she never sees the light of day again. And she's not been a good prisoner, anyways, and a good inmate. She's been in all kinds of trouble. She has slept with guards, inmates, been caught with drugs. You name it, Susan's done it. Caught STDs while in prison. She's a piece of shit. That woman has evil in her. I can't stand to go back and watch her old interviews when she was pleading for her kids, someone to return her kids. The whole time that bitch was talking, she knew what she did. Her voice kills me, her country voice. I know I have a country accent, but her damn country accent kills me. I just want my babies back. It like killed me when she said, Mama and Daddy love you so much. We're waiting on you. She's a sick, sick individual. That's like me with Diane Downs. I get so filled with rage when I see her. She's another crackpot. We've had live streams about her. Thank you, Morgan. Well, I think Susan's country accent is a little bit different than mine, to be honest. It just sounds different. She just sounded so fake on the news. I remember when this went down. I was watching the TV with my granny. She was following the case. It was all over the news. She was on there that one night pleading for her kids, and my granny said, she done something to those kids. She won't even hardly look up and make eye contact. And there's no tears. She's crying, but there's no freaking tears. And, within a couple of days, my granny was right. She had confessed. Thank you, Lisa. I was watching a documentary on Casey Anthony on A&E this morning. I can't stand her either. I'll never forget when her not guilty verdict came in. I was standing in line at the pharmacy going to pick up my medicine, and it came on the TV. And I just could not believe it. I think a lot of it had to do with they couldn't determine an exact cause of death for little Kaylee. I think that had a lot to do with it. And plus her lawyer, Jose Baez, coming up with all this being molested stuff. And George Anthony did it. Kaylee drowned in the pool. It put reasonable doubt into the juror's head. I don't think they know what to believe. Yeah, Casey Anthony got a tattoo while Kaylee was missing. Yeah. Morgan, Granny knows things. My granny knows everything. She's usually right about everything. Hey, Denise R. Good morning. Sorry if y'all can hear my washing machine in the background. It's spinning out. For some reason, it's gotten really, really loud when it spins. I bet it's getting ready to tear up. It's about 7 years old. Yeah, Casey got away with it. I was watching an interview with her that she did maybe a couple years ago. I think she did it at her home. But she was like, she didn't even recognize Mother's Day as a holiday. Just another day for her, basically is what she said. Some people are just not meant to be parents. Some people's not meant to own animals and stuff because they're abusive and they only care about themselves. Good morning, Angel. Good morning, Chrissy. I saw the interview. She is so detached. Yeah, I like Feather. I can't remember exactly what she said, but it was something basically when asked about Mother's Day and stuff. Basically, she don't even acknowledge Mother's Day. Am I right, Light Feather? It's basically what she said. Hey, Ladybug. The dog came in. Yeah, Chrissy, how are you? Have you had any visitors in your room, unwanted guests? That really worries me. Those nurses need to do something about that. It pisses me off. I had an experience with a man do me like that one time back in the day. Just like crawl in the bed with me and try to touch me. And it freaked me out. I was terrified. I couldn't hardly move. So it really makes me mad. See what warranty entails on the washer to get it looked at. Well, I bought this from Sears. I bought my washer and dryer set from Sears when they were going out of business here. So, I don't know. I mean, it's a nice washing machine. It like senses how heavy the clothes are, the load is, and all that. But I think I want a different style. Morgan makes me sick to my stomach. Yeah, it's sick. It's sick what's happening to Chrissy. And you know what those nurses tell her? They tell her he's harmless. Hey, she's got rights as a patient. She needs to file a complaint. It's ridiculous. Oh yeah, I was going to tell y'all. There's all kinds of crazy stories right now in the news about coronavirus, people that have died at their homes of coronavirus. Well, I came across one that was pretty disturbing. So this lady in Michigan, she was sick by herself at home with the coronavirus. And she kept asking her Alexa speaker questions like, Alexa, I'm in pain. Um, what should I do? Just different questions. Well, she died. She died in her home. And when her sister went back through the history on Alexa, this woman had been begging Alexa basically for help. She was all alone. I'll read the article. It's weird. A Michigan woman who contracted COVID-19 reportedly asked her Amazon Alexa device for help before her death on Sunday. Luann Dagan, 66, was reportedly among 31 patients who contracted the coronavirus at Metron of Cedar Springs. Her sister Penny Dagan told MLive that she listened to 40 recordings of her asking Alexa about symptoms, presumably related to the virus. How do I get out of this pain? How do I get out of all this pain? Luann Dagan reportedly asked her device. MLive reported that she was also recorded saying, I need help. How do I get help? The device was located in Luann Dagan's room. She's believed to have asked the smart speaker questions about her symptoms during the last 3 to 4 days of her life. Wood TV reported that at one point, Luann Dagan asked for help contacting law enforcement. Alexa gave the ailing woman directions to the nearest police station. The news station reported that 5 staff members at Luann Dagan's nursing home also tested positive for COVID-19. Wait, this lady was in a nursing home? I didn't know that part. Penny Dagan claimed her sister was experiencing shortness of breath early last week, but the nursing home said she didn't have a fever. Sorry-ass nursing homes. By Thursday, however, Luann Dagan was reportedly experiencing dehydration. Penny Dagan told Wood TV that by Saturday her sister's blood pressure plummeted, leading staff to send her to the hospital. Luann Dagan reportedly died 30 minutes after the hospital contacted her sister. They said she talked to the ambulance people all the way there, but when she got there, she went into convulsions. See, I didn't read all of the article this morning. I thought she was at home. I was saving it to read with you guys, but no, she was in a nursing home asking her Alexa speaker device questions about pain and stuff. Evidently, this nursing home was not taking very good care of her, not trying to do much for her. Yeah, it's terrible. They must have just ignored her completely. Completely. When I was reading it, I didn't finish reading the whole article. I was just reading about her dying and what she had asked Alexa and stuff. So I am shocked she was in a nursing home. I guess I should finish reading the articles in the morning, but I like to read them with you guys. Sometimes I'll read them and jot down notes, but I didn't do that this morning. Yeah, Chrissy, that's in our chat right now, she's having some health issues. She's had a bunch of surgeries and stuff, so she's in one of those places right now, and this other male patient keeps coming into her room and trying to get in the bed with her. And the nurses do nothing. They say he's harmless because they don't care, because it's not their mother. It's not their sister. It's not someone they love, so they don't care. They could really get in serious trouble with that. I'm going to ask Marsha White Sharky. Most of y'all know her. She has a channel. She's a retired RN nurse. So I'm going to ask her what can be done. What's Chrissy's options with this? Hey, Alyssa. No, Cece, save it for us. Your reactions are priceless sometimes. So thank you. Hey, Verbal. It really ticks me off. Where in Michigan was that? Let me see. Okay, so she's at the Metron of Cedar Springs. It's Metron of Cedar Springs. That's a shame. This woman was having to ask I can't talk, a device for help. I'm so mad. When I get mad, I can't talk. For help, and her in a damn nursing home surrounded by nurses. And she's having to ask Alexa. Well, this is on Crime Online right now, so I would say this nursing home might be in a little bit of trouble for this, maybe a whole lot. And they should be. Do y'all remember when the hurricane happened down in Florida and all those people in that nursing home died? Because there was like no air conditioning and they took all these patients outside. Some of them died from heat strokes and stuff. It was horrible. It was horrible to watch on the news. Chris said she finally got a nurse to listen and hopefully help. Okay. Okay, because that pisses me off. Some people think I'm lying about this stuff, and then I hear stories like this, and I'm like, see, wake up, people. Yeah. We had a nursing home around here that had a really bad reputation. They got in all kinds of trouble. They had to clean up that nursing home. I mean, it smell when you walk into it. I think there was other people. Hey, Vicky, other people in the nursing home that had coronavirus. Wait, I just saw something. Shoplifter something spread coronavirus. Let me see if I can find that. I'm like, what? I was going to click on that convicted child rapist article, and I saw that. But now I can't find it, so now I'm going to type it in. Shoplifters spread coronavirus. Okay, right here, I got it. It says, police say shoplifter who says she has COVID-19 charged with knowingly exposing several people at Kroger. It says Sharonville, Fox 19 News. Okay, this is in Cincinnati. Police say they arrested a woman who told them she recently tested positive for COVID-19 and charged her with knowingly exposing several people to the highly contagious virus at a Cincinnati area grocery store. Stephanie Incarnato, 28, of Dayton, was arrested just before 3 p.m. Tuesday at Kroger on the corner of US 42, Lebanon Road, and Fields Erdel Road, court records show. So Sharonville police charged her with exposing others to a contagion, a misdemeanor, and 3 felony charges, 2 for possession of drugs and 1 for theft. She stole $1,280 worth of groceries. Probably don't have grocery money because she wasted on drugs. Let's be honest. She did knowingly expose Kroger employees and present members of the general public to COVID-19 after knowingly having tested positive for COVID-19 and committed a theft offense at Kroger, police wrote in her criminal complaint. She was arrested and put into handcuffs. And she told the officer she had been having trouble breathing, so an officer called for medics. As they were putting her in the back of the cruiser, she was like, I have that coronavirus. Dana Taggart with the Sharonville Police Department said. Police say Encarto was attempting to inspect merchandise at the store and was not displaying symptoms of the virus. Hey, shouldn't that be like a terroristic threat or something? She was trying to contaminate merchandise so other people would get this disease and maybe die from it. We know there's been all kinds of deaths. People are sick. And she's on drugs, evidently. Hey, Miss Murder. The dude was caught last year raping patients in a home. Oh, yeah, verbal. I remember that. That guy that he raped a girl that's like in a vegetable state. She had had almost a near drowning accident. So she was like a vegetable. And he had raped her and got her pregnant. And the nursing home didn't know this woman was pregnant. But her family has that baby. Yeah. I remember that so clearly because it's when I first started my channel. I think I have a video up about that actually. That happens a lot. Yes, Miss Murder, she got pregnant, and they did not know she was pregnant until she gave birth. This woman went, oh my gosh, and you should have seen the man that did this. He looks like someone that'd do something like that. He looks mean as hell. It's untelling how long he had been raping her. I think wasn't he like a nurse or a CNA or something? I think this girl was like, she was a kid when she almost drowned. Yeah. So she's been like that for years in a vegetable state. That is so sad. I went to school with a boy who overdosed, and it made him like that. He finally died a couple of years ago out here at the nursing home, but yeah, it was really sad. And the sad thing, him and his mom had been partying together doing Xanax that night. And Bobby overdosed. His name is Bobby. Okay, here's another one. Police. Woman claimed to have COVID-19 spits on staff while trying to shoplift thousands. Oh my gosh, there's all kinds of COVID-19 madness, as I call it. It says, a frightening confrontation for store security at the East Greenbush Walmart after a woman spits at the loss prevention officer and says she has the coronavirus. This is in East Greenbush, New York. Latoya Fordham, of Albany got stopped by security as she tried to shoplift $3,000 worth of merchandise. They said Fordham then spit on the security officer, saying she had the coronavirus. The officer locked the door to the security office to avoid infection, and Fordham allegedly tried to kick the door in. Oh my goodness. Can you imagine seeing this on camera? Police were called and arrested her for shoplifting, and they say they found all kinds of other items she had shoplifted, or burglary. They're calling it burglary, and other items she had shoplifted. So she's charged with burglary and making a terroristic threat for claiming she had coronavirus to the loss prevention officer. Okay, so the other case that we read about the girl trying to infect merchandise, knowing she tested positive for COVID-19, she should have been charged with the terroristic threat as well. Okay, let's see if she has a bond. Oh, she's also charged with larceny and harassment charges too, and false reporting an accident. Oh my God, can y'all believe this? She was released on an appearance ticket and turned over to other agencies on their warrants. Okay, so at first I thought they were like she just got a ticket and went on her way, but no, other agencies got her because of her other warrants. It's crazy, crazy, crazy times, y'all. Let's see what's happening with Joe Exotic. Attempted murder if she really is positive. Hey, Cat J, buying space. Yeah. A while back, there was a guy. He used to be on this Lifetime show as a dance teacher. He made a couple appearances. But, anyways, he got in trouble for having sex with underage boys. But he also got in trouble for being HIV positive and not telling the guys that he slept with. So he got quite a bit of time. Let me see what's going on with Joe Exotic. Y'all, I'm obsessed with this Tiger King crap. And Joe Exotic and just that crazy, crazy mess. You learn a lot about Joe Exotic if you go watch Joe Exotic TV, all the videos that he used to do. It is crazy. Verbal, man, I need some boobs. Imagine what I could get away with. Spend half my life shaking my head. Verbal. Miss Murder, it's getting out of hand here with the cops giving fines. They are going overboard. Oh, really? So, Miss Murder, you're from Australia, right? I recommend How to Fix a Drug Scandal on Netflix. It's awesome. Oh, cool. I haven't seen Tiger Kitty, but I know it's all the rage. Is there animal abuse in it? I don't know, Cat J, because I haven't watched it. But from what I have seen and researched, everyone involved, basically, in that series has abused animals at some point. Yeah. Those animals are exploited. Um, Carol Baskin, she exploits her animals as well. She could say what she wants. She's got her own private collection she doesn't like to talk about. I heard she's also been sending people emails when they talk about her on YouTube, some of these other big YouTubers. Like, it's a public platform. We're allowed to give our opinion on a documentary. I mean, it's not our fault her husband disappeared mysteriously. That's not our fault. Of course, we're going to talk about it. It's a true crime community. So they gave a 16-year-old girl $1,300 fine for doing a driving lesson with her mother. They didn't get out of the damn car. That's overboard. I mean, we're under a stay-at-home order as well, but I mean, we can get out. Like if I wanted to go drive across the knob, as we call it, across the mountain, we could. You just can't, have gatherings and things like that. Thanks for saying that. I have not watched Tiger King. Now I won't bother. Well, I mean, I have to be honest. My husband's the same way. He doesn't want to watch anything that shows animal abuse. I can't even get him to watch the videos where, they find like the starving dog and it's rescued and, you know, gains weight and finds a new loving home. It's a happy ending. I can't get him to watch it. It bothers him to see the animal like that. Now, I don't know if they show any, guys, y'all watched it. Did they show any animal abuse? Any footage of animal abuse? I don't think they did, from my understanding. But they all have abused animals, exploited them, kept them in little enclosures. Yeah, those, um, what is it? Humane Society commercials. They are pitiful. I can't watch them either. Seeing those dogs on those big ass chains and no water out in the hot weather, cold weather. It's sad. Mary Mary says no animal abuse in it. I find it harder to watch animal abuse than I do true crime with people. I'm a bit warped like that. Yeah, animal abuse bothers me. The kids' cases bother me in the true crime. Like, it really bothered me when they found Evelyn's body. Even though I knew she was deceased. I kept saying, I believe she's gone, guys. I believe she's deceased. Even though I knew it. When I woke up that morning, I flipped on the news before I even got up. And it said they'd found her body. I started crying. And I cried for a few days after that. Every time I would try to, talk about her, think about her, I'd just start crying. It really bothered me. Probably because it's so close to my area and I just got so caught up in it. I cried when they found little Noah Tomlin's body, um, too. AJ Friend. Y'all remember the Malia Davis case out of Texas? No one's been charged with her murder yet. They still got the mom's boyfriend, Darion Vince, in jail. He's still charged with tampering with evidence in a corpse, but no one has been charged with her murder. I think what will happen is if they don't charge him with murder or someone else, what he's charged with right now, he will get the maximum sentence. And I think that's like 20 or 40 years, something like that was the maximum on it. I can't remember right offhand. Seems like it was more like 40, the maximum for that. But hopefully someone is charged for her murder. Something happened to that little girl tragically, and her body was put, where was it, guys? Where did he take her body to? I can't remember what state it was now. It's been so long. But what was sad about it, dumped her body outside the road, little wooded place. And the people, that keep the side of the road mowed and all that, ran over it with one of those big lawnmowers. Ran over the bag her body was in. It's a very sad, disturbing case. That one bothered me too. Scared it down a highway. Yeah. When he carried that laundry basket out of the apartment that day, Malia's body was in that. Cece, I told you yesterday afternoon while most of the world is isolating or social distancing, my sister and family went and bought a puppy. Oh, that's cute. What kind of dog they get? Puppies are a lot of work. They're like really cute, but when you're going outside like every 15 to 20 minutes during the night, it's not fun. I remember when I first got Skylar, my little beagle. Oh my gosh, she kept me up all night long. And I wanted her housebroken. I didn't want her using pee pads and stuff, so I would take her out. We use pee pads a little bit. I do use pee pads now with my older dogs, my Schnauzer and Yorkie, because they got weak bladders now, I guess, where they're older. I got a pup. If I got a puppy, it would mean divorce. I already have 3. I have 4 dogs, a goat, and 5 chickens. Miss Murder. And I have my hands full. Light feather puppies are a lot of work, but I was lucky my daughter took care of it for the most part. Oh, you got really, really lucky. My son wants a pug. He loves those little pugs. And I was like, when you get older and you can take care of the dog yourself, then you can have one. But if he got a pug right now, it would be all me doing all of it. So he needs to be, wait till he gets more responsible and he can housebreak it and stuff himself. I think when I got my first dog that was completely mine, I was like 8 or 9 years old. I got it for Christmas, a little poodle. And I housebroke it, everything myself. And I was just a kid. I've always had a thing with animals. I love them. I love animals more than I do people. I get along with animals better. It's a little Shih Tzu baby girl. Oh, they're so cute. They can put hair bows in her hair, everything, buy her little sweaters. Yeah, dogs can tell when people are going to have seizures. They say that schnauzers can smell cancer. Yeah. I watched this little schnauzer and he can smell bed bugs. So his owner, that's their business. He takes that little dog around to people's houses and the dog alerts if they got bed bugs. Then they can exterminate or whatever they do. Yeah, animals are much nicer. But if anyone's going to get a new dog, adopt, don't shop. Remember that. There's so many animals in shelters right now that need homes. There's also, if you got to have a little fancy dog, purebred or whatever, there's a lot of rescues. There's like beagle rescues, Shih Tzu rescues, pit bull rescues, lab rescues, different kinds of rescues. So check those out first before you shop. Dogs are super amazing with stuff like that. Yeah, there's some dogs that are trained and they can tell when someone's blood sugar drops. Yeah, people that are real bad diabetics, a lot of them have dogs like that and they will alert before their blood sugar even drops. They can smell it. Isn't that crazy? My dogs are telepathic. I'm telling you. The other day, I was going to take Lady for a WALK. I got to spell it out so she don't hear me. And I didn't say a word to her. I was just in the kitchen thinking it to myself, fixing a cup of coffee. And all of a sudden, here comes Lady. She's starting that spinning around into a circle like she does when she wants to go in a WALK. She knew. She knew. And I hadn't said a word. Hadn't done anything different. Hadn't put my shoes on, coat, anything. My dogs do that a lot to me. It's like they're telepathic. Miss Murder, you're so much like me. I have to spell WALK too. Yes. Yeah, Chrissy, if you got a picture of the dog, email it to me. I so many words because of my animals. Me too. I mean, if you keep repeating the same phrases to them, they eventually learn what that is. Like when I go out the door to go over to the funny farm, I have to tell them I'm going to the store, I'll be back. Because they know that I'm going to be leaving. There's nothing they can do about it. So they need to sit down and I'll come back. If I do not tell them that, when I walk out that door, they start howling and barking. And Lady, she sounds like a damn banshee when she tries to howl because she's not full beagle. She's got border collie mixed in with her. And she cannot howl like a hound dog. And it's so freaking loud. I mean, it hurts your ears. So I always have to say, I'm going to the store. I'll be back. And now she's looking at me like, really? Um, oh gosh, guys, I got a cough. I got my pop out chat up so I couldn't mute. I'd have to click out of my stream. This Go Light stream, for anybody that streams Miss Murder or anyone, it's pretty good. I think you get like 8 free hours. I think it's like a month. But I like it because I can see my live chat. I don't have to use my phone. You can add different pictures and switch your scenes and all that. Or this is really for gamers. You can share your screen and just do whatever. My dog is a blue heeler Australian Shepherd. Oh, blue heelers are wonderful. Does it got the little black circle around its eye? My cousin has blue heelers, and he's got one named Hank. He named it after Hank Williams Jr. His name is Hank. He's got that blue color with the black spots, but he's got that black circle around one eye. Alyssa, some people say, yeah, some people probably will say they have the coronavirus to get out of going to jail. That's not going to save them. I think the Kentucky governor last year, he pardoned a sex offender, y'all. Speaking of getting out of jail, he pardoned a sex offender. And guess what? That sex offender was arrested again on federal porn charges, child pornography charges. Yeah, I told you, there's no rehabilitation for sex offenders. It's in them, it's in their sick minds. It's something inside of them. They cannot control it. They're sick, evil. Sex offenders get me riled up, just like Susan Smith and Fotis Dulos used to get me all riled up. So I'm hoping after this coronavirus, they will get Michelle Troconis and Kent Malwini in court for their conspiracy to commit murder charges and the other charges that they have. Needs to be justice for Jennifer Dulos. I don't think they're ever going to find her body unless Michelle or Kent one talks. I'm surprised Kent's not tried to make a deal. He's still in jail. He couldn't even get bond. It's crazy. Chrissy, CC, I sent a pic. Okay, let me get my email right now. I'm getting ready to get off here, guys. I've got to get some things done. My hubby will be back with the groceries in a minute. Okay. Let me see. Oh my gosh. It looks like a miniature Chewbacca. That's so freaking cute. This little scrunched up nose. Oh, Chrissy, I love her. What's her name? Oh, I'm going to tell y'all something before I get off here. Saturday night around 9:30 Eastern time, my time, Will and I from 411 Now are going to do a live stream. So Saturday night, we're going to live stream together on his channel. So y'all check it out. I have no idea what we're going to talk about. Probably just talk about everything. So I'm excited for that. So make sure y'all check that out. Jean, I'm real upset that Nurse Crystal Kenny only got 3 years for what she did. Yeah, I know. She got away with murder. I can't stand her either. She got away with murder. She could have saved Kelsey Barrett's life. Miss Murder just sent you a picture of my babies. Okay, let me check that out. I see it right here. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. You have a poodle. Oh, I like the one sitting in the back. He's looking like, you talking to me? The little black dog's cute too, Miss Murder. Oh, it's so cute. I love animals. I want a parrot. I want a parrot. One of these days, I'm going to have one, but I'm going to adopt one because there's a lot of parrots in the rescues that need homes. People get these birds and can't handle them. Is what it is, and they end up not taking care of them and giving them to a rescue. It's sad. When is that live with you and Will CC? Saturday night. This coming Saturday night. Andrew, aka Cement Shoes. One of my kitties was named Wicked. Yes, Denise or Will from 411 Now's channel. Yeah. Saturday night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I just noticed he emailed me back and it's like my time or your time, so I better email him back. Anyways, guys, thanks for chatting. I will see y'all in the morning. I love you all. Y'all are a great bunch of people. I just love our conversations in the morning times. Anyways, have a great day. I love you all. Peace.